I'm here to introduce UltraFlo Systems. Jeffrey Pickle of UltraFlo Systems started in the incubator as a CoWorks client. He then soon moved up to be a full tenant and now actually occupies a fairly large space where he both assembles and tests his plumbing system. You're about to hear about UltraFlo, a system that's disruptive to the current plumbing system in the residential and construction market. It's an unbelievable capability, has a lot of good impacts on the environment, and a lot of cost savings throughout the whole distribution chain. I would now like to introduce to you Mr. Jeffrey Pickle, the CEO of UltraFlo Systems.
Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, sir. So I'd like to start this out by a quick show of hands. Who's showered recently? I'm just looking for who doesn't raise their hand now. So if you've showered recently, you know exactly the scenario I'm about to bring you up to next. It's a cold January day. You've got to get up and go to work. And what's the first thing you do is you go and you start your shower. And you turn on the shower, and what do? You wait, and you wait, and you wait. Seconds turns into minutes, seems like forever. What happens to all that water while you're waiting? Right down the tube. 20% of a home's water is wasted every day for a faucet or a fixture getting heated up. The problem is not with how you're doing it, it's the way your plumbing system is installed. The plumbing systems in today's systems are large pipes followed by smaller pipes, then one for hot and one for cold. Basically making a long stream of runs throughout your house. The hot side cools down overnight and has to be emptied out in order for you to take your shower the next thing in the morning. One other problem with the systems. All those pipes behind your house, they're all pulsating at 40, 50 pounds per square inch pressure. We're just waiting there to leak. Third largest claim in homeowners insurance is water damage. Plumbing failure is one of the top causes. UltraFlo Systems addresses both of these situations, plus it saves over 40% on your water. So how do we do it? We change the way the plumbing is installed in your house. This is a typical plumbing system with hot and cold water running through it, all pressurized and leading up to your faucets. You mix your water, your hot and cold, at what's called the head in the plumbing business. We call it the head, or where the faucet is located, or the shower. That's where you're mixing all your water. UltraFlo changes all that. We install our UltraFlo system, which is a series of valves that pre-mixes all the water down in the basement nearest the hot water tank where the source of the hot water is. It can then send this one pipe, via only one pipe, a smaller pipe, up to directly to your faucet. So each faucet, each fixture has its own pipe. That can be a smaller pipe, which now allows us to deliver hot water up to 50% faster. That smaller pipe also holds less water that's just going to cool down overnight and get wasted the next day. One other major benefit of the system is, by mixing it down in the basement, we get all the water pressure down in the basement as well. So you don't have to worry about, if you go to work or something like that and a pipe breaks, all the water pressure's in the basement, it will not flood all over your house. Another major benefit we add to it is the system. Let's go back to that cold day when you had to get up and take your shower. How would you like to have gotten up and just reached for your cell phone and preheat your shower without getting out of bed? Better yet, how would you like to preheat your shower without getting out of bed and without wasting any water whatsoever? That's what EcoStart does. EcoStart is you simply walk it, you use your cell phone, or you go into the shower pad itself within the shower system and you hit EcoStart. It recycles the water behind the walls, gets rid of the cold water in the hot side, sends it back to the hot water tank so it can be reused, and then replaces it with fresh hot water. All you have to do then is get in, hit the start button, and you got a nice warm shower going. Plus, when you're in the shower, take a look down at the shower pad. It reminds you of how long you've been in the shower and also how many gallons you've used, just to keep you cognizant of how many gallons you're using, to help save water down the road. All that data can be rolled up into monthly, weekly, or yearly. And what you can do is then find out problem areas in your house. Here you can see the Smith residence. They got a problem with their kid's bathroom. Kids wasting water. I mean, anyone have kids who waste water? Well, now what the Smiths can do is they can step in with the UltraFlo system. They can program that shower to go off in 6, 8, 9, 10 minutes. That'll keep them from wasting all the water. That is our residential side. Again, it saves 40% on hot water. It also eliminates the risk of water damage to your house. We make a complete commercial side as well. In a commercial faucet business, it's basically a sensor faucet. You put your hands in underneath. But if you were to look at all the sensor faucets out in the market, all the controls and all the features have to be installed underneath with power, batteries, and everything. It's a major labor concern for contractors to install this. UltraFlo takes all that and puts it into one location. It basically allows the contractor to save money. It also allows the building owner to save money on not having to replace batteries and put extra outlets in. So we have those two systems, residential and commercial. How do I fit in the market? It's about a $5 billion market. It's growing about 8% a year. But the main areas that are growing the fastest are the two that UltraFlo addresses. Number one is saving water, saving energy. I know the water bills are low here in Ohio, but if you go to California and anywhere else outside of this metro area, they're facing staggering water bills. Number two, besides saving water, the connected home is a big issue. And what we can do with the UltraFlo system, we're the only plumbing system on the market right now that addresses both of those areas, and we can go right straight to the plumbers, work with the contractors, remodelers, and offer the system at no extra cost than any other plumbing system that's out there now. So basically, it's paid for itself right there. So we can do the exact same system, same cost with no increase. The builder can now go to the homeowner and say, hey, I've got a greenhouse that, oh yeah, by the way, is LEED compatible for the LEED points, and I've got a connected home as well. The team, a small team right now, but we'll get to more of that later. I've got 28 years in the plumbing business. I've worked for major manufacturers in the country, and my job was to bring out plumbing products for the industry. My assistant, Dave Miller, has been in the equal amount of time taking those products and selling them out through distribution. So for both of us, we've done this before. Current status to date right now, we've got the commercial system out and launched in January, and then in June of this year, we will have the residential system ready to go. All of our IP, intellectual process, has been done by the patent process, so we are covered there. And we have major plumbing code approval for all the building codes for the US and Canada. We can install both systems in any house or business in the US or Canada. Mr. Miller's done a great job with the expanding the sales force. We got about 50% of the country covered right now. I didn't update this chart. We just got Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas the other day. And that has brought on the largest plumbing wholesaler in the United States, Ferguson Enterprises, is one of our partners. There's 1,400 locations at Ferguson Enterprises. UltraFlo is in the system, and they can be installed in any, they can go and order that off of any Ferguson area right now. So why am I here? I need to get some help. I need some help with people who are passionate about changing a business. The business that hasn't changed since the late 1800s. The plumbers are slow to change. We also need some help in the financing area as far as investment. We're looking for a select investment. And when I say select investment, I mean we're looking for somebody who can bring something more than just capital. So again, that's UltraFlo Systems, both commercial, residential, 40% on your water, will not flood your house. I look forward to talking to everybody over here on the right, booth number 29. Thank you.